Good afternoon. It's good to be with you again today. One of my favourite sayings from Jesus is about those who worry a lot, and he tries to calm their troubled breast by saying something like this. He says, "Why do you worry about clothes? See how the flowers of the field grow. They neither labour nor spin. Yet I tell you, that not even Solomon in all his splendour was dressed like one of these." Probably one of the blessings of this time of pandemic has been an opportunity for people to engage with nature. We've enjoyed gardening, and behind us is one of the flowers that we've been admiring. It suddenly burst forth into flower just recently. It is a lily. It's got lots and lots of blooms on it, and it is a joy to behold. One of the interesting things about lilies, of course, is that they spend a huge amount of time submerged in the ground as bulbs, and suddenly they begin to shoot in the spring, and they grow a great big stalk like this one, and then they have their flowers. When you think about the life of our Lord Jesus, he spent a great deal of time in what one might consider to be obscurity. He had a family, he had a job, and it wasn't easy. People didn't really know him perhaps as Messiah then, in fact probably not at all, but for all those years he was in obscurity, in a sense like a lily that's below ground. He was kind of below stairs, not fulfilling his role as Messiah at that point. But later, and for just 3 short years, the Messiah would bloom into a ministry that would confound the religious leaders of his day, would cause many thousands of people to follow him, and people admired the things he said and the things that he did. And of course leading right up until that time when he was crucified at Calvary and on the 3rd day raised to life again. Well, it's very hard as human beings not to be worriers, but Jesus wants us particularly to consider the lilies of the field. And it's very hard when you're in the middle of a crisis or an issue that's really exercising one's mind completely, to not pay attention to anything but that. It's very difficult to concentrate on anything else at all. But what we find is that as we keep in step with the Spirit of God and keep close to Jesus Christ, who is the Prince of Peace, we will find comfort in our sorrow. We will find the presence of God in our trials and tribulations, and he will lift us up, and we will know the comfort that he can bring. And so if in the midst of our trials and tribulations we can turn our minds, our thoughts, just for a few seconds, to the living God and to the presence of God by his Spirit in this world and in our lives, we will find that comfort. So as hard as it may seem, when things get tough, turn your eyes upon Jesus and you will find comfort for your soul. God bless you.